Have you tried plugging in a DVD and it no longer plays? You might be experiencing disc rot. In today's physical media news topic video, we discuss what DVDs are at a higher risk for disc rot. Then we get into a massive rant on Warner Brothers for not fixing their disc rot issues. And then ultimately, we talk about future concerns with disc rot. So let's get into it. First, if you love collecting just like me and want to be a part of saving physical media, go ahead and mega blockbuster that like and subscribe. That way you stay entertained and up to date on all the latest physical media topics, and leave in the comments below any of the disrupt issues you have experienced. So first, Blockbuster ran into the news here. It has been discovered in recent years that there are certain Warner Brother titles that actually have more disc rot on them. Apparently, it was discovered at a manufacturing plant from the years 2005 to 2010 that there was a fault with certain DVDs that caused more disc rot issues. So you may have some of these titles in your collection. Now, there's different lists out there. We can look up all the titles, and now I'm sure there's more even being discovered today, but the titles range so greatly from anything from golden age of Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry and Popeye to more modern contemporary shows like Entourage. I mean, there's just so many titles that could have been affected here because it was due to this specific manufacturing plant error from those specific years, once again, 2005 to 2010. So some people may still be just unwrapping this physical media and trying it out for the first time and discovering more titles that have been affected. Like I said, there's been movies, there's been TV shows, but it seems from this specific plant under Warner Brothers, and that's where the major issues are. Now, if you don't know what disc rot is, it's basically like a chemical deterioration of a optical disc that causes a movie to stop playing. Now, once again, these disc rot issues can vary, where maybe the whole movie is unreadable and doesn't play at all from the very beginning, or maybe it gets to a certain point and stops and you cannot play the rest, or maybe it skips over a certain spot, or even if you go into the extras, the bonus special features, some of those may not play. So it does vary greatly on what's playable and not playable in terms of the extent of the disc rot, at least from what I've read and researched. I'm just discovering this stuff for the first time myself, and I personally haven't found any dish yet that has disc rot issues. Once again, I don't think I have anything in my physical media collection from this plant during those years, so I think I'm in the clear, but I still want to get out this information in case you maybe have DVDs out there that were impacted like this. And I don't think there is a disc replacement program here from Warner's. I don't think they're doing anything with this information. I haven't seen any official announcements from them. I haven't seen them really tackling this issue. I know it's been brought up in Reddit feeds, and I've seen other videos on this topic, and people are just discovering these issues once again with these specific Warner titles. And there seems to be a lot of them there. Like I said, movies, TV shows. So definitely some issues with disc rot. We don't want to experience disc rot as collectors because we want to be able to play the movies we bought, we purchased, we love, we collected. And then to discover that a lot of them have disc rot issues, that is a no-no. And I'm going to have to rant on Warner Brothers next for this unacceptable behavior they've had in response to these disc rot issues. Blockbuster into a massive rant for you all because I think it is unacceptable for Warner Brothers not to address these issues. Now, I don't know why they wouldn't put out a major announcement, or if they did, I totally missed that, so please share that in the comments below. But I don't think they've really acknowledged this in any way. I don't think there's a disc replacement program set up. I would love to see them do something to fix the issue, even if they can't do disc replacements. Maybe they could do some kind of credit back where you can purchase new Warner titles with that, or a refund of sorts, just something to compensate for obviously these issues that have come up. Once again, nobody's perfect. Companies are going to have issues. Things do happen. But how do you respond to the issues is the important part. And I don't think Warner is doing everything they can. I think they could do a little bit more to address these issues. I mean, people, once again, are just discovering more and more titles that are being impacted by this disc rot. And disc rot should not be happening this quickly to the discs we've collected. Now, it's only been about 20 years, right? It hasn't been 50 years, not 100 years. You would hope that these discs would keep up more than that over time because we get a physical media collection, so we have it on the shelf. We're ready to watch a movie when we want to watch the movie. Not everybody can watch the movie right away like I normally do. I'll watch a movie, then I'll put it on the shelf, then I'll move on to the next one. A lot of people are stockpiling their DVDs and maybe they won't get to them until 5, 10, 15, 20 years later, but you still expect it to work because you paid for it. You paid for these discs. They were in pristine condition. At least you thought they would be because they're still sealed and packaged and all that. You're not having them in a weird environment where there's humidity and things. I'm talking about discs that were properly kept, but for some reason, a manufacturing error has caused them to get that disc raw and not be playable. Once again, the disc being unreadable in certain areas, which completely ruins the movie experience. And now it's like a disc that doesn't mean anything. And this has been appearing in certain box sets and even sometimes where everything in the box set is unplayable. And that is so unfortunate to hear these stories. Like I said, I'm a lucky person that apparently did not buy any of these, at least not that I've discovered yet. But a lot of people out there that have been collecting a lot longer than I have gotten DVDs from Warner during that time period. And now for them to discover that they have major issues where they can not longer play the movie they want to, that to me is just unacceptable. Well, what are we going to do about it? That is a question. Let's talk about the future concerns of disc rot. So now talking about the future, should we all be majorly concerned with disc rot happening on our physical media out there? No, there's no point to just have a general worrisome about these issues. It just happens often randomly where you might get a disc that has a manufacturing error. I've gotten a disc before that had an issue where it didn't play and I had to contact the company and go through a refund process and all of that. But I would say just try to be more aware of these issues out there. Try to check this as soon as possible. And I know sometimes it's tough when you get a movie and to watch it right away. It's tough to do that. Not everybody can do that, but maybe if you can at least play it a little bit to see if it does get a certain point, maybe dive into a special feature or two, just to at least test it a little bit or as much as you can. And then in particular, look at those Warner titles from 2005 to 2010, just to be sure that, okay, those ones don't have disc rot issues, or at least now you're made aware of it. So you're not hoping, oh, another 10 years down the line, maybe I'm going to watch this show or movie I've been waiting on from Warner. And you're like, man, now it's been so many years and I can't even play this because disc rot and it's unreadable. So just try to be more aware of the situation and get out this information to other people, share with the community. If you find a disc that has disc rot, share that title so other people can check it. There's been different lists out there. Like I said, I've noticed different titles on there and it seems like it's been varying. A lot of different movies, a lot of different TV shows from that time period. So it's good just to double check everything you own in that area from that company, of course. And then just once again, be aware of other discs that come in. If you really care about it, try to watch some of it as soon as possible just to make sure there isn't a manufacturing error with them. And if there is, try to contact the company in a nice way and see if there's anything they can do. And maybe they'll set up a disc replacement program for that specific title, and maybe they're able to fix it. Now, not every company is going to do that, not all the time. And it depends how many errors are out there, how many people are experiencing it. But at least with our voice, we have power. And as a community, we have power, and we can just share this and at least make people aware. So somebody one day doesn't open up once again a movie or a show they've been planning to watch for 30 something years and they look at it, they try to play and they're like, why the heck is this not playing? What's going on here? It could be once again manufacturing issue with disc rot issue, and just be aware of that. So that's why I'm sharing this information, just to make more people aware of it, because when I came across it, it was new information to me. I didn't even know too much about disc rot, but to find that, oh, specifically those Warner titles during that certain time had more disc rot from that manufacturing planet, I'm just like, oh my gosh, this totally could affect so many collectors out there and could impact people. I just don't want to see more of these future issues arise. So better be prepared and have this information out there. But you guys let me know once again, have you found any discs that have had manufacturing errors, this raw issues? What were those specific titles so the community can be more aware of them? And what do you do to try to prevent this rot? Is there anything to do on certain ones? I mean, you can't do it if it's a manufacturing plant error, but do you do anything with your other discs to just kind of protect them a little bit more? Let's have those fun movie conversations down below. Of course, if you haven't already, go ahead and blockbust that like and subscribe. That way you stay entertained and up to date on all the future physical media topics. Turn on that notification bell so you're alerted when a new video posts. And just have a great day talking and watching the movies. Of course, you'll love this physical media topic. Mega Blockbuster the next video right now. And thank you so much, my Mega membership supporters. If you love talking and collecting movies, consider joining the Mega League of Film Fans through memberships to support content creation while gaining access to perks like shoutouts, exclusive videos, and future topic choices.